For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Outdoors with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you a bit of a quick sort of insight video into kind of the optional door canopy you can buy for your Isabella awning. So be it whether you've got a Penta, a Capri, a Universal Dawn, you've got this option of actually adding a little bit of a kind of rain safe entrance onto the model itself. So it's quite smart, quite unique, and actually again it really helps to make that sort of home away from home feel a bit different, and especially when it's pouring down rain. Last thing you want to do is enter a door and have everything else sort of follow you in with you. So it's a really quite little option. Basically you've got a kind of a Xenox frame as standard, so it's a nice sort of steel frame attached on quite nice and neatly, but even say for me, being 6'2", I can stand up in here quite happily, sort of not have to worry about the rain pouring in. Certainly you've got furniture or nice things in the door side here as well. It just protects it all from there. Structurally quite strong, so not only have you got sort of poles that obviously go to the ground and go vertically up, but it goes actually against the awning as well. And depending on whether you put on, like I said, a Capri or a Universal Dawn, there are poles that actually go directly back to it to give it stability out from there. And because what you find is that obviously you've got spikes to go through the actual material itself, it's really quite smart, and it's all the same colour pretty much. So it's a standard colour, uses a 195 isocryl fabric, so it's a really strong fabric. Again, blends in quite naturally. I think it being black as well, it doesn't matter kind of what colour your awning is, it still kind of fits in with it. It goes all the way to the bottom as well, so it's not like it's just a halfway canopy. It goes fully to the bottom to get an extra bit of support. I've got it currently here on the Penta, but I can show you in a second how it looks on the Universal Dawn. They make one bespoke for that model, and same with kind of the side of it. The way it attaches on is you've got, it's a little bit different per model, but for the Penta, for example, there's a sleeve which basically goes into on one of the bars, so it stretches across there to keep it really nice and smart. Whereas, for example, in fact, we'll take the camera over now. When you go to the Universal Dawn, as you can see there, same sort of things. What you do is you attach it to the piping you've got located on the top here. So most sort of Isabella awnings will have the ability of feeding piping in. You then connect it to a figure of 8. This being where it attaches is obviously a little bit taller, but you can see how, again, it adds a bit more space to it. Same construction with kind of the same pole, also the points going back, but it just protects that rain-safe door, and especially with the ventilation point where it is, just gives that real nice bit of opening, something a little bit different. And again, you've still got a decent amount of coverage with it, and because you've got kind of the way the flap overlays with it, you've got a bit more support from there. Still structurally strong. You've got the ability of adjusting it on the bottom for the height, so it depends on kind of what how big or small the ground is beneath you. And then we move back to the one in the Penta, same idea. Slightly pre-angled bars as well to make it look a bit nicer, but I think just when you have it on the awning, it just works really quite nicely. And like I said, you just get that shelters. You've got pegging points located down the bottom as well, just to make sure it still sits as it needs to. But I think it just changes the aspect of the awning in comparison to on that side where we can see it's none. But I think, yeah, just a nice little extra, something you can add to the awning just again to make it more of a home away from home. You can leave pitched all the time, okay, more than happily. Like I said, generally I think it's a really nice little option, so just thought I'd do a quick sort of video review and get a bit more up close and personal with it. For more information, of course, on door canopies and obviously the range that it will fit and the models it will fit, you can check the link below this video. It'll take you straight through to our website where we've got all that listed, as well as the pricing, and a few of videos Isabella have done on sort of connecting it to it. So all in all, that's kind of the additional door canopy you can put on your Isabella full awning.